Hi, welcome to Bookie. Today we will unlock the book Watching the English, The Hidden Rules of English Behavior. When it comes to the English, the image they present to the world is undoubtedly contradictory and confusing. They are the courtliest gentlemen in the world and also the most notorious football hooligans. They talk about the weather all the time when they meet, but they don't necessarily like it. They tend their front gardens not for admiration but for display. They can write highly revealing books about private lives, but they are reluctant to share their private doings in casual conversation. Furthermore, through television, books, internet, or real-life encounters, the strange behaviors of the English may make you wonder, why does no server acknowledge your presence when you walk into an English pub? Why are house numbers in England always hidden out of sight? How come the English always resort to roundabout dialogue instead of being more straightforward and direct? Why are they so fond of telling jokes that are not even funny? Why in the world do the Brits have so many odd behaviors? What sort of people are they? The book we are going to uncover today, Watching the English, will answer those questions nicely. This book is written by Kate Fox, a social anthropologist from England. She is co-director of the Social Issues Research Centre in Oxford and a fellow of the Institute for Cultural Research. Her work is centered around observing and assessing global socio-cultural trends, particularly in many aspects of human behavior. Fox argues that each culture has its own rules. Though different, the rules are always there. One significant way to differentiate one culture from another is to identify the differences in the rules. After having spent 12 years researching English society, Fox wrote this book, Watching the English. Her approach is participant observation research, which involves entering into the lives of her research subjects. On the one hand, she observes the customs and behaviors being studied from an internal perspective. On the other hand, she observes them as an objective scientist from the outer world. She explores the personality traits of the English in two aspects: conversation codes and behavior codes. By doing so, she aims to help people understand English personalities. In this bookie, we'll get to know the hidden but true personality traits of the English based on the rules of English behaviors. Part 1: Personality traits reflected in conversation codes. Part 2: Personality traits reflected in behavior codes. Part 3: The core personality trait of the English, social disease. Mattersight, a speech analytics company, once experimented on language and personality. The results showed that a person's daily speech patterns fully reflect his or her personality traits. So, what personality traits are reflected in the conversation codes of the English? The first trait, of course, is the soul of English conversation: English humor. Humor is often thought to refer to the quality of being amusing, funny, or entertaining. Still, Fox stresses that English humor is the opposite. This type of humor tends to be sarcastic, mocking, and bantering. Meanwhile, it is characterized by exposing megalomaniac, self-righteous, and boastful persons. For example, if English speakers exaggerate certain parts of their speech to sound insincere, the English public will surely greet them with shouts of derision, such as "Oh, come off it." Another example is the Oscar award ceremony. As American actors express their ecstasies in a flood of tears, the English TV viewers will exclaim in disgust and find them pretentious. English humor is more about expressing their dissatisfaction and antipathy with gushing earnestness so that they don't have to vent their discontent in action. To the English, pretentiousness, boastfulness, patriotic pride, overzealousness, and sentimentality are signs of gushing earnestness. The English attitude is, "Thou shalt not take things too seriously." As a result, they tend to respond to overly serious people and events with English humor. English humor is an undercurrent that runs through every aspect of life and culture in England. You can hear all sorts of intimate and bantering nicknames at the bar. To be specific, a plumber is called Leaky, a short person is called Lofty, and a skinny person is nicknamed Stick. You can hear English friends in their new homes